Welcome back, everybody, to the Champions League Keeper Draft. 60 picks, snake format, careers on the line. We've got Big Board Bob breaking it down, and Buster Himann stumbling through another night he barely remembers. Gentlemen, let's draft.
Boards are tight tonight. Margins are thin. Mistakes will be punished. Mel Kiper and I have some disagreements on who should go where, but this is why we're here.
I woke up in a Best Western off Route 9 with a waffle burn on my arm and zero regrets. Vape pen, Bob.
Round 1. With the first pick, Andrew keeps T. Higgins.
Reliable alpha profile. Not flashy, but safe.
Andrew drafted like he orders food. Same thing every time.
At pick 2, Zingale keeps Ashton Jeanty.
Ceiling play with real upside baked in. Maybe if Chili Bowl drafts an offensive line this spring.
Kid's name sounds like a casino game, and I just pulled the lever.
With the third pick, Michael Tomlinson keeps C.D. Lamb.
That's elite roster building from the jump. He pulled a last-minute deal that rattled the cages.
That's a grown man decision. Respect. Replacement alert. Goddamn.
At 4, Beal keeps DeAndre Swift.
Replacement necessity, but value preserved under pressure. He really wanted CD there, but that smooth operator ahead of him traded up and grabbed his guy.
Looks like a dick move to me, Bob, and I know dick moves.
With pick 5, Matt and Mark lock in Bo Nix.
Quarterback secured, and someone in this room should have stopped it. No way he should be here.
We'll see how this all plays out later in the draft, if I'm still awake.
At 6, Marty keeps Quads Barkley.
Proven production, even if the mileage scares you.
Those knees are held together by prayer and duct tape.
With the 7th pick, Grant keeps Josh Allen.
Franchise anchor, no debate here.
That man throws footballs like I throw hotel furniture. Replacement alert.
At pick 8, Cameron keeps Colston Loveland.
Replacement play with long-term upside, flexibility already thinning. Challenging Mart's fortitude with Barkley. Shot-your-shot player.
Cameron GM'd himself into a corner, and we're just warming up.
With pick 9, Devin keeps C.J. Stroud.
Calm, efficient, and trending elite.
That guy is Buns Bob. Are you an idiot? At 10, Coach C's keeps Matthew Stafford.
Veteran stability, low volatility.
Old enough to rent the room I trashed.
With pick 11, George keeps Dak Prescott.
Floor secured, ceiling capped.
Ceiling fan energy.
At pick 12, Jeff keeps Lamar Jackson.
League-breaking upside when healthy.
Runs like he owes money. Looks like he got Monk in a head coaching job through osmosis.
Here's a quick recap of the round. Lots of fireworks, surprises, and questions marks.
They call that a sleep at the wheel in my house.
Round 2. With the 13th pick, Jeff keeps Devon Achane.
Speed, explosiveness, weekly ceiling.
That boy is fast like me, running from hotel security after the fire alarm incident.
At 14, George keeps Nico Collins.
Strong value continuation.
That's a grown man pick. I respect it. I don't understand it, but I respect it.
Sub alert. At 15, Coach C's keeps Derrick Henry. He really wanted Swift there. Wonder how it plays out.
Not a bad second place trophy there.
At 16, Devin keeps Malik Neighbors.
Youth, upside, long-term planning. Hopeful his knee is ready to go.
That kid's scary. I wouldn't want to see him in a hallway at 2 a.m.
With the 17th pick, Cameron keeps Jackson Dart.
Betting on development over certainty. The best part is his salary and different coach next year.
That feels like a pick you make right after saying, trust me.
At 18, Grant keeps Jamar Chase.
Elite wide receiver locked in.
That's just rude. That should be illegal. Somewhere Brad in the B League is pleasuring himself. He probably likes this pick, too.
At 19, Marty takes Kenneth Walker.
RB depth solidified.
I heard Mart is a good old boy like me. He likes his sugar shack, cigars, and bourbon. The pick sucks, but we can't be perfect like Bob.
At 20, Matt and Mark keep Justin Jefferson.
Board awareness punished everyone else. If they only had someone like Darnold to throw to him.
What a dickhead thing to say. Big board Bob.
With the 21st pick, Beal keeps Christian Watson.
High variance, high reward.
Just like the best Western elevator. Unpredictable and loud.
At 22, Michael Tomlinson keeps Bijan Robinson.
Foundation piece secured.
That's the kind of pick that ruins friendships.
With pick 23, Zingale keeps James Cook.
Efficient and steady, RB profile. He had a trio of running backs pre-draft and made some heads turn.
Cooking. Not gourmet, but edible.
At pick 24, Andrew keeps Jonathan Taylor.
Proven RB anchor.
Veteran backs keep showing up like they owe somebody money.
Here's the round recap. Not a lot of controversy, but some interesting plays.
It's gonna be juicy later. Like D.
Round 3. With the 25th pick, Andrew keeps Omari and Hampton.
Developmental upside play.
I don't know who that is, but Andrew looks confident, so I'll allow it.
At 26, Zingale keeps Jameer Gibbs.
Dynamic weapon. Premium asset.
That's speed. That's danger. Gibbs was a hot trade topic in this league, like Bob's mom.
With pick 27, Michael Tomlinson keeps Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Youth plus role security.
That's smart football. I hate smart football.
At 28, Beal keeps Christian McCaffrey.
Elite ceiling. Health risk accepted. Maybe Shanahan should really try to get him the ball more.
Look at Bob. You got jokes now.
With pick 29, Matt and Mark keep Quinshon Judkins.
Future Ross B leverage play.
That's future. You dealing with today. Use mess.
At 30, Mark keeps Cam Scatabo.
Role-based depth addition.
Back-to-back bum kneecaps in the A-League.
With the 31st pick, Grant keeps Puka Nakua.
Proven production retained.
Still mad everyone let this happen.
At 32, Cameron keeps Tataroa McMillan.
Projection pick with real ceiling.
Say that name again and my hotel key stops working.
With pick 33, Devin keeps Treveon Henderson.
He's a PAT. Only Paul Revere and Tom Brady can get more action at Harvard.
How many times did you see Belichick leaving your mom's room in 2007?
At 34, Coach C's keeps Stephon Diggs.
He might be playing the penal league, but he sure is fast.
Short window. Like my memory.
With the 35th pick, George keeps Tyler Warren.
Positional investment.
Tight end picks make me nervous. Like stairs.
At pick 36, Jeff keeps Josh Jacobs.
Reliable veteran RB play. Might be washed, but maybe a year left in the tank.
That's born. That's necessary. This owner made 0 moves before the draft. Sitting on his lard ass, hoping the world falls into place.
Round 4. With the 37th pick, Jeff keeps R.J. Harvey.
Depth and upside mix. I thought he might have gone with Manon guy here. We'll see how it plays out for him.
That's a don't ask questions pick. Like, don't ask me for free weed.
At 38, George keeps Jamison Williams.
Speed bet continues.
Fast don't lie. Sometimes it disappears.
Coach C's keeps Dallas Goedert.
Steady tight end option. Underrated talent there.
Dog shit.
At 40, Devin keeps Emeka Egbuka.
Young receiver pipeline stays loaded.
Fresh knees. Love that for him.
With the 41st pick, Cameron keeps Breece Hall.
Elite talent, no argument. The situation is dire.
That's the good stuff. I need water.
At 42, Grant keeps Brock Bowers.
Positional advantage locked in. With the ghost of Gino gone, maybe he gets a fresh restart.
That's a cheat code. Unplug him.
With pick 43, Marty keeps Karen Williams.
Volume and reliability.
Solid. Like the mattress I didn't steal.
At 44, Matt and Mark keep Rashi Rice.
Betting on talent despite noise.
Feels like a bad idea. I'd defend loudly.
With the 45th pick, Beal keeps Jordan Love.
QB stability secured late.
Quarterbacks finally showing up. This feels like a gamble. I like that.
At 46, Michael Tomlinson keeps Trey McBride.
Premium tight end value.
Is this 90 proof? It's a little warm.
With pick 47, Zinga Lay keeps Caleb Williams.
Talent undeniable. Priority questionable.
His seems like it should have happened.
At 48, Andrew keeps Drake May.
Developmental QB play.
That's a we'll talk in 3 years pick.
Here we go. Round 5.
The surprises shall be revealed.
With the 49th pick, Andrew keeps Drake London.
Receiver core fully built.
That pick feels expensive and quiet.
At 50, Zinga Lay keeps Devonta Smith.
High floor option.
I trust him more than the hotel pillows.
With the 51st pick, Michael Tomlinson keeps Joe Burrow.
Quarterback room locked.
That's value. That's patience, paying rent.
We have our first orphan alert.
Screw your wigs on tight, everyone.
At 52, Beal nabs Chase Brown from the orphan pool.
This guy was definitely the crown jewel of orphans. Seems like he was willing to take a hit at QB for a chance to get Brown. Mission accomplished.
We will look back in a season and wonder if passing on a better QB for a bungle was worth the squeeze. That just sank someone's heart a little.
With pick 53, Matt and Mark keep Rome Odunzo.
Youth, upside, future leverage.
The hair's amazing.
At 54, Marty takes Bryce Young.
He is young and the jury is still out on him. Busta.
I know juries, Bob. 5 feet 9 inches is your average Fort Worth streetwalker.
Easy Buster. With the 55th pick, Grant keeps Blake Corum.
Depth piece with contingency value.
I'm always amazed that a man the size of an Oompa Loompa can be so good.
Replacement alert. Get ready.
At 56, Cameron selects Tyreek Hill.
This has to hurt. But the orphan pool was limited. I will say that most of the orphans did have intact kneecaps. Also, no way to predict the punt at QB earlier in the draft by other owners, so a bit of bad luck here.
Cam played chess while everyone else played football.
With pick 57, Dapper Devin keeps Chris Olave.
Clean receiver value.
Boring in a good way.
At 58, C's keeps Ramondre Stevenson.
How did we get here?
Number 7 on his list because he put a non-orphan in his own league at number 6.
Reading is fundamental, kids.
With the 59th pick, George keeps Michael Wilson.
Depth receiver play.
Bench warmer. Respectfully.
At pick 60, Jeff closes the draft by keeping Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Elite talent to finish strong.
That's how you close a draft. Unlike how I closed down the bar in Toledo one time.
That wraps up the Champions League Keeper draft. 60 picks are in the books, boards are locked, and now it's time to figure out who actually knew what they were doing. We are joined by Mina Kuhmms to weigh in on the draft and to get her mediocre takes.
Overall, this draft separated preparation from panic. Some teams executed a plan, others reacted to the room, and a few owners very clearly drafted like they were packing for a trip they didn't understand.
Let's start at the top. Andrew walks away with a B+.
Andrew drafted a safe, functional roster. Strong core pieces, limited risk, and no catastrophic decisions. It's not flashy, but it holds together.
Andrew drafts like he shops for shoes. Sensible, reliable, and never exciting.
Zingale earns a B.
This was an upside-driven draft. Zingale leaned into ceiling plays and avoided major mistakes, but didn't quite dominate any tier.
Feels like a guy who ordered the most expensive thing on the menu and hoped it was good.
Michael Tomlinson takes home an A.
This was one of the cleanest drafts on the board. Elite cornerstone players, positional awareness, and no wasted picks. He let value come to him.
That's what it looks like when someone actually reads the instructions.
Beal finishes with a B-.
Beal navigated replacements and pressure reasonably well, but never fully seized control of the board. The draft stayed afloat, but didn't surge.
This was survival drafting. Not winning, not losing, just breathing.
Matt and Mark walk away with an A-, and they are the story of the draft.
They secured a quarterback early because nobody else did. Bo Nix should not have lasted. Caleb Williams should not have lasted. And because of that, they punished the room. Unexpected outcomes. I know about outcomings.
That wasn't luck. That was everyone else blinking. Some even thought that these two shouldn't be in this league. They thought they were being given a silver spoon, even while looking at no QB right in the face.
This is what happens when you leave your keys in the ignition at the Best Western. Somebody's taking the car.
Marty gets a B+ for his efforts.
Mart made a deal pre-draft that sent ripple effects through both leagues. He took a bit of a hit at RB, but he guaranteed himself some production. How do I know this? I bang most of the league.
Mina, have I told you how much I like your outfit today?
Settle down there, Skippy. She's a Best Western vet.
Grant earns an A.
Balanced roster, strong anchors, and consistent value extraction. Nothing reckless, nothing passive.
Grant drafted like someone who knows the season is long and remembers where he parked.
Cameron finishes with a C-.
Individually, the picks were fine. Collectively, the strategy collapsed. Cameron overmanaged himself into forced replacements and lost leverage as the draft progressed. This was a masterclass in doing too much.
He tried to build IKEA furniture without the instructions and then blamed the couch.
Devin earns an A.
Clean, efficient, and disciplined. No reaches, no panic, and strong long-term positioning.
That's a roster that doesn't need excuses, except for C.J. Stroud. Ohio State loyalty runs deep.
Ciaz leaves this draft with a W.
Lots of places to poke holes here. First, he gets poached with the Dondre Swift pick. That's fine, it happens. Dallas Goedert, questionable at best.
We aren't even at the good part yet. Mina. He put C.D. Lamb as his number 6. He's already owned by, get this, not one but 2 other owners.
I've been around threesomes before, but I think C's was on the wrong end of this one.
Care to elaborate?
There's something kind of bold about this. It's confident. It's assertive. It's like he walked into the room and said, I know exactly what I want, and didn't look around to see if anyone judged him for it.
Looks like my 3rd senior year at Devery Institute. Drop this class now before you get an F.
George earns a B+, and the difference here is philosophy.
This roster is younger, lighter, and more flexible. Dak gives you weekly stability. Nico Collins is a real alpha now. Jamison Williams brings chaos. Michael Wilson is quiet depth that grows into relevance.
Where's my goddamn vape pen? That asshole commissioner probably jacked it.
There's a subtle confidence here. This roster doesn't need to win immediately. It just needs to stay in the fight long enough for one more piece to click. And honestly, that's attractive. Not forcing it. Letting value come to you. Letting the season do the flirting first.
This roster looks like it packed comfortable shoes and still ended up at the bar.
And finally, from the 12 spot, Jeff wraps up with an A-.
Swingy, aggressive, and dangerous. Jeff took risks, but they were calculated risks with real payoff potential.
That roster can beat anybody or completely explode, and honestly, that's entertaining. Mina, do you like movies about gladiators? No. Interesting.
We can talk later, Buster. When the dust settles, this draft will be remembered for two things. First, the quarterbacks that slipped because people hesitated. Second, the teams that punished that hesitation. Tape doesn't lie. Neither do standings.
Good luck fixing this in free agency. If anyone finds my phone charger, my dignity, or receipt from the Best Western Bar, please return it immediately.